Alright, we got some more replay analysis here, some 5v5s, 2020 World in Conflict. This is the second video that I'm doing from this day of match modes we had last weekend. And so we got a 5v5 on C side here, USA side. I'm playing infantry, we're doing another double inf strat, so we'll see how this goes. On this map I might have favored a double air strat, but or maybe even double armor, which I think is what the other team brings out here. So we'll see how this plays out for us.
Your reinforcement has arrived.
I'm doing my standard infantry spawn. Sometimes I'll bring a sniper instead of a reg in one of those places, but I don't know. I like bringing regs because it helps against enemy air, and especially in a 5v5 when I might be expecting 2 air players coming out. It's a good idea to have an extra reg just to shoot some more missiles in the air. So we clearly got 1 air player. That's a good player. And he split himself up to deny it. That was a great play. I'm gonna call some attention to that. He tried to deny supermarket there and beach with just 1 chopper while giving vision on everything else, and he's taking a heavy tank here in town. Like, that heavy tank is essentially done. Even if we can pull it back and repair it, you know, he's not gonna help in the town push. So great, well done by the enemy air. And so they are double armor here. They got Gen X and Frenek playing double armor, and they have reach on infantry over there. So this is bad. We still don't have supermarket here. So this is kind of a disaster. I'm gonna get it for us. I capture supermarket. 3 of us got the points for that cap, so that's not too bad. That reg's gonna die quick because all I really had for him at the moment was the supermarket, and you can just place a light arty barrage on that, and it's toast. So I'm gonna run some inf into town here, which in this case was not a good idea. Like, I wish I had called trucks in with those. Normally I don't need to, but we lost so much stuff on the original town push and over here at supermarket that I don't have stuff to micro right now. So I could have easily afforded the extra micro time of having a couple trucks here and busting these guys to the front lines. And now we have a heavy arty barrage that's going to kill even more stuff. One of my airbornes is just toast already. It's really not looking good for us. We're getting combo dropped at gas station. Luckily, I got a clutch fort up. And so, here's one thing I was calling out in the other video. This reg survived a cluster bomb because I had a max spread with only 1 man on the point. And he's going to make it out of there. He's still got a man alive. I'm going to be able to reinforce that squad, hopefully. So that just shows you the importance of spreading your infantry out to the maximum. And using that to fortify occasionally, or just capture the point, or do whatever. So we have research, which is cool. I just frankly don't think it's sustainable. I would argue, if I'm being the strategy lead for this team, that with 2 heavy air on the other side, there's just we can't keep a hold of research right now because we don't have town. I'd prefer we focused on town, and you know, we're just having a hard time there right now. I'm gonna get this APC into town, and the reason I'm calling it APC is because there's a lot of our buildings are dead already. I mean, they killed that one, and that like 2 strong buildings in town already dead, and then these other 2 are half dead. I gotta get this. So this APC, I'm hoping, just has a little more survivability on its way to the front line. It does. I get my AT into this coffee shop there on the corner that a lot of people will choose to put a sniper there, but works well for an AT as well. I'm going to try and ninja cap here. I don't think I'm going to get it because the air notices. Yeah. Good player's playing great air over there. He's made a couple great plays already as an air player, so we can't think we're going to get away with stuff with him prowling the skies. So here I am, not taking my own advice. I think what happened is I reinforced that squad while it was fortifying, and I just forgot about it. So hopefully he doesn't get TA'd until I remember to spread him out. Still not going to get a town cap, and I'm going to get 2 ATs dead doing it, and that airborne's going to die to artillery. So things are not looking good for us. Luckily I have a reg and a pretty strong building there, so that's going to make it a little more difficult for enemy air.
Bringing in your units ASAP.
Armor player has Weesk has a captain heavy tank, which is doing pretty well. So that's good. We got to keep ranking that up, keeping that safe. Oh no, it might be about to die right now as soon as I said something. No, he's got it. We're good. So we still have research, and we're doing
Your
a good job over
reinforcement is
there.
ready.
We hold that a lot when we really have no business holding it, in my opinion. Like, I think the enemy air is just gonna have to keep coming over and capturing it. And now their infantry players getting around to doing drops. So it's
Roger.
gonna be hard for
Zulu
us to
nine are
keep that.
firing mortars at the target coordinates.
Air's spending a lot of
You
time
can order
holding it too,
reinforcements now.
when we have a decent chance to cap
Your
town right here.
reinforcements
I
will be
mean,
there in
we
no
got
time.
a couple AAs. I got a reg there to help with the
Will do.
air.
Iceman heading out with cluster
We
bombs.
got tanks in the area. We could use a couple more light tanks. He's got the light tanks there, looking like they're trying to support Sawmill, but we could just be using those in town. Um, so we're not gonna get a cap
Your new
from
units are
town.
combat ready.
I think I'm getting frustrated with that, and so at this point I'm gonna start nibbling at beach a little bit. Um, beach is nice on seaside because you can really play some open field inf there, and it tends to work out. Sometimes you'll have the enemy inf put a sniper over on their side,
We're standing
and that
by
will
to
make
send
things
in
more
more units.
difficult for you. But um, oh no, I'm gonna lose this
You lost a
APC
unit.
full of inf. That's another part of me being a little bit slow right now. I have not played in a while, but I remembered my reg here, so I'm gonna go get the other forts up at gas. I think I'm gonna try and reinforce this AT in the forest there. That's gonna be huge if I can get that. He's on
They've got
ceasefire
one
right
of your
now, so I
units.
didn't give away his position. And he's hiding in those woods, so he's reinforced. That's good.
Copy that. Those tanks are about to become scrap metal. Hunter out.
We got some drops coming in here, and really I have no way of addressing those. Weesk has a drop there, but I don't think he saw him. Yeah, just doing a score check here. Uh, Not looking great for us. Not a lot of separation on the score
Reinforcements are on
front,
the
but
way.
we are starting to turn it around a little bit. Honestly, it's amazing that we've held
Unit
research
lost.
this whole time. I think our air's been spending a lot of time helping the infantry player over there, and maybe their infantry has just not been spending enough time.
Your new
I
units are
can't tell.
combat ready.
I guess without vision of their side, I'm not
lost.
exactly sure what's going on over there that they're not able to cap research facility. But that's kind of like inexcusable if you're USSR. Like if you had a hold on the map like they did with the town and beach, they definitely got to
You can
try and
order reinforcements now.
make sure we're contested at research facility.
You got casualties.
So now we got all the outside points. We're trying to wear them down here at town. It's a little bit of a stalemate at the moment. I just frankly, I don't have a lot of units in the field right now. A lot of stuff has died. If you look at the town, look at all the buildings that are dead. It's just been a straight up massacre.
Will be there in no time. You lost a unit.
That was a nice tank buster there, but we got artied, so I think we're not going to get a cap out of it. The USSR team is just doing a fantastic job of preventing us from capping. I mean, a lot of it, I guess, is the double air.
Your new units are combat
We're having a
ready.
little trouble with the double air.
Unit killed.
In fact, if we had done better on our side, we could have probably taken one of the infantry players. So like, neither of us have a lot of units in the field. Right now, I just barely have more units in the field than the other inf. I think he's got 3 snipers in town and an airborne, and that's it. He just called in some guys. I called in some guys. I got some airbornes. I had an AT up here, but that's dead. I got a reg playing open field. One of the infantry players, either me or the other guy, probably should have gone mid-air to help out against the double air attack. I mean, we're doing okay here, so it's not a big deal. Oh, this reg is finally gonna die here. I was probably trying to get sneaky and put him in research, but the air player saw him. I am trying to use regs here to counter the air, and that really does take a lot of their time at the very least. If nothing else, it makes the air focus and just kind of be go through the tedious process of killing off a
You
reg
got
unit.
casualties.
It's a time waster.
They're firing at us. We're in combat.
You
Kill
lost
the tank,
a unit.
sir. We're taking heat.
Your new units are at the battlefield.
We're under attack.
Copy that. Airborne infantry
We're taking
inbound.
heat.
Out. Roger
You
that.
lost
Empire's
a unit.
inbound with airborne infantry.
We're in combat. Incoming fire.
Yeah, the air is
You
really
lost
getting to
a
us
unit.
here.
Everyone's aboard.
I mean, he's just
If you
hanging
need
out,
more units, just make the call.
and it's certainly not the fault of support here, because I mean, what are you gonna do when there's 2 enemy air?
Copy. Zulu 9 are firing mortars.
It doesn't look good for us here.
Bringing in your units ASAP.
I know we're technically winning, but at the moment we just have a disaster on our hands. I'm gonna try and dislodge this inf with a light artillery and put a reg there and get some forts up. Hopefully I remember to unload my infantry here in town. I do.
Your
Excellent.
new units are at the battlefield.
I get that AT hitting them pretty good. But see, so look, we need like air support in town probably. We need to forget about research for now.
We're in combat.
He's coming over. He's coming over.
We're short
Oh
on
no,
people.
no he's not.
Just give the order.
So we got
We'll
a
send in
naked
some more
heavy
units.
tank and medium tank running us over in town when we're trying to make a cap.
We're all in the
We
trench.
gotta grab
We're
those.
taking heat. They're firing at us.
Reinforcements are on the way.
I think we focused too much on research there. I'm gonna try and I'm doing more pushes here at beach to use my reg inf just to annoy them, you know.
Roger. Close air support. Bringing in the goods.
It's unfortunate they got
The
a town cap.
reinforcements are here.
We just needed to, this whole match. We just needed to do a better job in town. I mean, part of it is
We launched a mutiny.
half the buildings are dead.
We're
All
under
right, we're
attack.
just gonna nuke them now. I agree with this approach. At this point, there's no buildings left. There's nothing we can really do to get a hold of town. So this is
They've
gonna
got one of your
screw them up a
units.
lot.
Incoming fire.
Those are not our drops,
give
so
the
they're gonna
order,
get sawmill.
We're under attack.
So it's just a disconnect here, right? So we're trying to clear
You got
research,
casualties.
but the rest of us are trying to capture beach and
We're in
town.
combat.
Roger that.
So there's just
I
a
have enemy
disconnect
tanks
there
on
that's
my
giving us a
scope.
hard time.
Over and out.
And
Units
like
killed.
we gotta be in town now.
We're in. We're
Expect your
taking
new
heat.
units.
I
Soon.
think we need more light tanks in there.
They're firing at us.
You lost.
I
a
like
unit.
what the other infantry player
We're in
DMR is doing,
combat.
bringing in some regs to kind of help out with the air a little bit. I wonder if he's gonna get these direct arty hits.
Your
One of
reinforcement
them is
is
gonna
ready.
get something. I mean, we can eventually get this point. We can eventually get research. It's just not right now. Town is the more important point right now. Maybe I should explain why, because town is 3 points, so it counts for more arrows.
Incoming
We're
fire.
ready to
Which
send another wave of
maybe that's obvious. I don't know, but and it gives us more of a map control. Like if we hold on to that middle there, it gives our air more of a chance to freely move about the map. So if our air is trying to support
Sending in the
pushes on both
reinforcements now.
sides, like beach and research, then it's a lot easier for him to
They've got
just
one of
fly
your
across
units.
town, which we have control of, than for him to go all the way around in a horseshoe shape to get to either side of the map. That just makes things more difficult. That's one of the things about using reg infantry as area denial weapons.
Your new units are combat ready.
We're finally gonna get down here. We got this. No way we're missing this cap. No chance.
We're all
There
in
we go.
transport.
I think we're about to lock it up here. And see, I'm trying to help at research now too, because we kind of got it under control.
We're standing by.
That
to
nuke
send
really
in more
threw him
units.
off.
Squad reinforcements. on
Sometimes
the way.
that's what you
Right
need,
on.
I guess, just a
Combat.
nuke and push.
Unit killed.
Especially when so many buildings are dead and just the infantry
taking
push
heat.
has not worked in town.
got
at us.
casualties.
They're firing at us. We're in combat.
Copy that. This is Zulu 9er, mortar strike inbound.
You lost a unit.
I'm getting real greedy with this AT here.
Expect your new unit soon.
Ooh, that's a lot of TA.
Fire.
It's 50 TA.
Unit lost.
They're firing at us.
Maybe we didn't use TA that well in this one. Like, we didn't use a lot of TA to try and capture town. Like
You got casualties.
were those I don't know if those were the first heavy air supports we called in the whole match. I'm not sure. I might have just not been
The reinforcements are
paying
here.
close enough attention, but those heavy air supports could have been really helpful to us in town because not only do
You
they
got
kill the
casualties.
ground units, but they keep the air units away. Because
Incoming fire.
for the first 2 strikes, I believe it is of the planes coming in for the heavy air support, there's an air-to-air plane behind them, so
We're standing by to
the air
send in more
can't
units.
really get in there until it's clear.
Fire mission received. Putting rounds on
Enemy
target.
defeated,
Zulu
sir.
9er out.
They're firing at us.
And again, like this is probably my bad. Like I could have switched, or the other guy could have switched to medium air, and that would have helped us a lot to deal with
Fantastic. You're about
the
to
enemy
win.
air. I mean, he's got a captain helicopter there. Our guy has a general helicopter and a captain, so good on him for keeping him alive for so long.
Unit lost.
They're firing at us. Enemy defeated.
I happen to remember something's going to happen here
We're in
that
combat.
yeah. So we're pulling TA here.
Unit lost.
To be honest, we should not have 80 TA at this
Friendly
juncture.
new
No one
kill
should be
reinforcements will
no
be
one should
there
be
in
holding
no
80
time.
TA right now. Is my humble opinion on the matter.
Dropping in some airborne support.
This doesn't kill a whole lot. I mean, I guess it gets their latest push, but yeah, that TA really should have been used for drops or heavy air support, something
Your
like that.
reinforcement is ready.
We made a ton of mistakes in this match. I don't know if we should have won this. I don't mean to be negative about it, but a lot of mistakes were made here.
We're in combat.
We're standing by to send in more units. Unit
We're
lost.
under attack.
Roger that. Empire's inbound.
Yeah,
to
so
this
this is
area.
just about done. I think we're gonna win this here.
You got casualties.
But to kind of sum up the match here, it was fun. It was a good match. Don't get me wrong, but I think USA team could have easily won this a lot faster if we just
Expect your new
changed some
units
things. If
soon.
we had been on the same page, where we were attacking and pushing, because I mean we had research effectively clear the whole time. It's just we couldn't get anything over there. It would have overextended our AA, and any inf that tried to drop in the forest would get just run down by the 2 enemy air
Your
players. I mean,
reinforcement has
the air
arrived.
players had plenty of time to
lost.
just loiter and kill those guys over there, because there were 2 of them. So if we had been more on the same page in that regard, we could have gotten a hold of town, been able to push elsewhere.
We need squad reinforcements.
I don't really know what we could have done differently in the beginning
Just
to
give the
prevent
order,
ourselves
and
from
we'll send in
getting
some
kind
more
of
units.
wrecked in town immediately.
They're
I mean,
firing
USSR
at
has a
us.
very slight advantage in town at the
They're
beginning of this
firing
game,
at us. Vehicle
um,
destroyed.
but you know we should have at least been able to contest it a little bit more. They did come out with the double armor strat in the beginning, which made it a little more difficult for us. There was a little more things on the ground to shoot support. So they just did a good job on that. I can't blame us too much for
We're sending in the
losing out on town
reinforcements now.
originally, but we should have been able to get it later. So we did outscore these guys, by the way, so we had a bit more TA than them the whole time. But let's see, what else do I need to talk about this match? I guess the last thing I'll say is that we didn't use our TA very well, not very efficiently. I mean, the one nuke I think we definitely needed because, you know, we weren't getting anything going in town. Like we needed time. That's one thing a nuke can do is it'll kill all the stuff and dislodge infantry, of course, but it gives us time with the radiation and the other team trying trying to rebuild a little bit. It gives us time to recombobulate ourselves and get ourselves into town. And that's when we really started to turn the corner and grab town and hang on to it. So we definitely needed the first one. The second one we didn't need, and holding on to a lot of TA when we're trying to make a final push, I wasn't really in support of that. But um, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, individually, I think we all played well and microed well, and won our battles. It was just we needed to be more coherent as a team. But happy we came away with a win nonetheless. So good game, everybody. It was a lot of fun.